Please be seated. Graduating class, family, friends, faculty, welcome everyone. Let us begin our afternoon together with the land acknowledgement and an expression of our gratitude. The campuses of Wake Forest University School of Medicine in Winston-Salem reside on the ancestral lands of the Tutelo, Occaneechi, and Kiowa nations. Additionally, we recognize that North Carolina is currently the home to at least 10 other indigenous tribes. We enter this time together in Waite Chapel with respect and reverence for this land and remain appreciative of that as we continue our event today. And so now for the invocation. Let's open this ceremony together. Dear graduating class, may the spirit that awakens us to love and compassion be with you today as you and all the witnesses here mark your dedication to serve others through the sacred practice of medicine. You have received the support and instruction of so many from those in your personal lives, your peers, the medical education faculty and staff, the countless teachers from your earliest days of life all the way back to when you were learning your ABCs. All of those things have come together to bring you right here, right now. I invite you to take a moment to send all of those who helped you get here a silent prayer. So today, all of you here, watching, bearing witness, join you in solidarity to be joyful to this significant milestone in your education. Let us begin, and may it be so. It is my pleasure to welcome Dr. Susan Awente, President of Wake Forest University, to the podium.
Good afternoon. To the Wake Forest University School of Medicine class of 2025, congratulations, you made it. And for all of you who are joining us here today from other parts of the state, the country, and the world, guests, family members, partners, spouses, friends, loved ones, children, please accept my welcome to Wake Forest University. I know that this day is a culmination of years of work, discovery, trial and error, long days and sleepless nights, triumph and growth. I also know that no medical student arrives, experiences, or completes a medical education alone. And the road to this moment, the road to today, began long before any of you, any of our students, stepped foot on our campus. So before all of you officially receive your degrees that you have worked so hard for, please stand, turn to the audience, recognize your faculty, join me in thanking friends, partners, mentors, everyone who has walked beside you, supported you, pushed you, pulled you along the way through your journey so far. Thank you. Commencement ceremonies, these are times of celebration. These are times to take a deep breath. These are moments to acknowledge and reflect upon everything that got you to this day. The calling to join the medical profession is one ultimately of service to others. to humanity. I'm especially drawn to and humbled by our university's motto, Pro Humanitate, which reminds us all that we are called to give of our time and talents for humanity. I am confident, graduates, that your Wake Forest education, and importantly, the experiences that you have had, the mentors you have found, the training that you have received, has all prepared you to fulfill these callings in your lives and careers. One of our Wake Forest Medical School alums, the late Dr. Larry Hopkins, an esteemed OBGYN who immeasurably improved women's and neonatal health outcomes in Winston-Salem, put it so simply and so clearly. He said, "Whatever I can do to help others makes life worth living." As you take your next steps, don't lose sight of the communities you serve. Remember to always see humanity, to act for humanity in your work, and do what you can to help others and society. Congratulations again, class of 2025. And now I'd like to welcome Dr. Ebony Boulware to the podium. Dr. Boulware is the Dean of the Wake Forest University School of Medicine and the Chief Science Officer and Vice Chief Academic Officer of Advocate Health.
Class of 2025, parents, families, faculty, honored guests, welcome to our graduation ceremony. So before I even get into this, I want you guys to stand up. Stand up again. There's going to be a whole lot of standing and sitting. All right, first I want to tell you, you've never looked so good as you look right now. So good. I'm going to take a picture of you. We're not going to forget this moment. I get you all together. Now, I know you guys, you're very dressed up right now. You're very formal, but I got to see you get jiggy with it a little bit. Give me a pose. I got to have it on picture. All right. Wait. If you can't do anything, put a 2 and a 5 up at least. And hands up. All right, guys. Congratulations. I've got the moment. Now you can sit down. Now you can sit down. Today, we're so incredibly proud to recognize 142 of you, our graduating medical students. Your impact will be great and far-reaching, I'm very sure. You've matched in 23 different specialties across many of our nation's most outstanding residency programs. While many of you will soon begin your next phase of training beyond our walls, we're thrilled that 37 of you are going to continue your journey with us in Winston-Salem or in Charlotte. Your class has been instrumental in bringing to life our vision of one school, one curriculum, and 2 campuses. You've forged important bonds, embraced collaboration, and shown the true power of shared purpose. That spirit will continue to shape the future of Wake Forest University School of Medicine and the communities we serve. As I stand before you today, I'm reminded of my own graduation, the anticipation, the excitement, and yes, the uncertainty of what lays ahead. The transition from medical student to physician is daunting, but I assure you the preparation and training that you've received will serve you as your rock-solid foundation. You're definitely ready for this moment. You're more than prepared to meet the challenges ahead with skill, confidence, and compassion. And you're now officially entering the next phase of your journey as card-carrying physicians. That's an incredible responsibility and an even greater privilege. One of the things that's so important to remember as you move on at this time is to remember all that we are the promise of your future. You're going to be taking care of people as they enter in their most vulnerable time periods. And I want you to remember how important it is and what an honor it is to have people invite you into their lives as a trusted confidant and somebody who can carry them through that difficult moment. Keep that in mind as you go through these next stages. It's very easy to get caught up in the busyness and the learning you need to do. It is a big change. But every time you come in contact with somebody, remember the trust that they have in you as their physician. So I congratulate you. We'll be going through some additional comments, but at this time I'd like to recognize some of our esteemed emeritus faculty whose years of dedication to medical education, research, and patient care have left a lasting legacy. Their contributions have shaped generations of physicians, including all of you sitting here today. First, Dr. Bruce Lessig, for 6 years of service to the University and School of Medicine in the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology, Section of Reproductive Endocrinology and Infertility, for his significant contributions to all missions of academic medicine, including outstanding patient care in the field of reproductive health and infertility, for impacting generations of students, residents, and fellows as a gifted educator, for offering expertise as a successful researcher, resulting in numerous publications and presentations locally, nationally, and internationally, and for his influential leadership as evidenced by an outstanding record of recognitions, awards, and a long list of achievements. If you can come up, Dr. Lessig, to accept your citation. There would perhaps not here. So let's still applaud Dr. Lessig. Is Dr. Gail Marion here? Yes. Okay, next, Dr. Gail Marion, for 44 years of service to the University and School of Medicine in the Department of Family and Community Medicine, for her significant contributions to all missions of academic medicine, including outstanding patient care in geriatrics, impacting generations of patients and families, for her passion for improving patient-physician communication that led to training for students and residents, impacting care for generations to come, for guiding successful research resulting in numerous publications and presentations locally, nationally, and internationally, and for her influential leadership as evidenced by a noteworthy record of publications, recognitions, awards, and a long list of achievement. Dr. Marion? Okay, and finally, we have actually two more. Dr. Mary Claire O'Brien for 21 years of service to the University and its School of Medicine in the Departments of Emergency Medicine and Public Health Sciences, for her significant contributions to all missions of academic medicine, including outstanding patient care and as a compassionate emergency physician, for impacting generations of students, residents, and fellows as a gifted educator, academic leader, and role model, for expertise as a successful public health researcher with numerous publications and media appearances locally, nationally, and internationally, and for her influential leadership in emergency medicine, academic affairs, and healthcare education with an outstanding record of awards, achievement, and academic recognition. It's Dr. O'Brien. And finally, Dr. Laura Veach for 15 years of service to the University and its School of Medicine in the Department of General Surgery, for 29 years of service to the University and its School of Medicine in the Department of Surgery, Section on Trauma, where she served 16 years, Department of Counseling, 13 years, for her significant contributions to all missions of academic medicine, to include outstanding patient care in the field of addiction medicine, for impacting generations of students, residents, and fellows as a gifted educator, for offering expertise as a successful clinical researcher, resulting in numerous publications and presentations locally, nationally, and internationally, and for her influential leadership as evidenced by an outstanding record of recognitions, awards, and a long list of achievements. Don't believe Dr. Veach is with us. She is. Great. Okay. So now we'll be honoring of new faculty awards through the Office of the Dean. Our faculty play an essential role in shaping the future of medicine, and today we celebrate those who have gone above and beyond in their dedication to teaching, mentorship, and innovation. Please join me in recognizing this year's Dean's Excellence in Education Award recipients for their outstanding contributions to medical education. We had a luncheon honoring them earlier today. Would all award recipients please rise so we may acknowledge you? We thank these outstanding faculty so much for their contributions to our education. I'd also like to acknowledge especially Dr. Yenya Hu, recipient of the Class of 2025 Distinguished Faculty Award, a special honor based on student nominations. Congratulations, Dr. Hu, and thank you for your remarkable dedication to our students and success. So it's now my great honor to introduce today's keynote speaker, Dr. John Fiajo. Dr. Fiajo is a world-renowned leader in pediatric anesthesiology and critical care medicine, currently serving as anesthesiologist-in-chief and chair of the Department of Anesthesiology and Critical Care Medicine at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. His groundbreaking research on pediatric airway management has transformed clinical practice, improving safety and outcomes for children worldwide. As the founder of the Pediatric Difficult Intubation PD International Collaborative, Dr. Fiajo has led international efforts to advance best practices in airway management. His research, including landmark studies published in The Lancet, has set new global standards in pediatric anesthesiology. Beyond his research, Dr. Fiajo is a passionate educator and mentor dedicated to shaping the next generation of physicians. He's delivered more than 200 lectures across 15 countries and serves in numerous leadership roles, helping to shape the future of medicine. Dr. Fiajo's journey is a testament to perseverance, excellence, and the remarkable impact one person can have on the world of medicine. Please join me in welcoming our distinguished speaker, Dr. Fiajo.
President Wente, Dean Boulware, distinguished faculty and guests, thank you for inviting me to share with this graduating class. Class of 2025. Congratulations! Let's go! I am truly honored to celebrate this incredible milestone with you today. And as I thought about what message to deliver, there were endless possibilities. You are graduating at a monumental time in history, the dawn of AI, mRNA technology, the wellness revolution, the burnout epidemic. I had a lot to choose from. But inspiration struck me at the most unexpected place, CVS. So I happened to be in CVS searching for one of these. Anybody know what this is? CR2032 battery. It's a tiny little round battery. You can never find one when you need one, and it always seems to power some critical electronic device. Anyway, I find one in CVS. The price is $10.85. I put it in my cart, and yes, I had a big cart for this tiny battery. I get to the checkout, and the cashier says, enter your phone number for your CVS rewards. So I type in my phone number, and suddenly, coupons. Reams and reams of coupons everywhere. And as the cashier's scanning the coupons, I hear 10 cents off. 50 cents off, $1 off. And by the end, the $10.85 battery was free. And I still had coupons left. And the cashier asked me if I wanted a bag. I said, yes, I need a bag for all these coupons. And as I'm stuffing these coupons into the bag, it hit me. Life is full of coupons. Not CVS coupons, although there's a lot of those. But life coupons, unexpected moments of value, unexpected lessons, unexpected gifts. So today, I'm not going to share any randomized controlled trials. I'm not going to tell you any clinical pearls. I'm not going to talk about best practices in medicine, just coupons. Coupons that have brought me more value than I ever expected. Now, if I've been successful in any way, I would credit these coupons as the keys to my success. So let's start with coupon number 1. Be selfish. And some of you are going, oh, did he just say that? I did. But it's important to be selfish in a very specific way, by being selfless. Selfishness by being selfless. Now, many people help people who can reciprocate. But the concept that I learned from my father was the idea that you should help people who cannot reciprocate, the unacknowledged, the marginalized. That, he said, was the most powerful way of giving. So I did my fellowship training at the Children's Hospital in Philadelphia. I was there for a long time, and then I got recruited to Boston Children's Hospital. And I remember when I got to Boston Children's, one of the first things I did was organize a holiday gift collection for the techs and the cleaners in the operating room. They had never done that before. And as we presented these techs with their gift cards, I remember one of them just starts sobbing. And I asked, what's wrong? And he says, this is the first time someone took the time to say thank you. Class of 2025, never forget to say thank you. It wasn't about the gift card or the money. It was about that sense of we see you and we appreciate you. So fast forward months in my role at Boston Children's, I had a nurse pull me aside and said, I overheard a conversation between one of the hospital leaders and an anesthesiologist. And the hospital leader asked the anesthesiologist, how is that new guy from CHOP? One of the techs who received the gift overheard the conversation. So he jumped in, he chimed in, he started raving about me. And the nurse said his endorsement carried more weight than anything the anesthesiologist could have ever said. He had no skin in the game. Selflessness compounds in ways that you can never predict. And it doesn't require money. Sometimes it's a simple smile, it's a joke, it's a moment of connection. And that can compound in an unpredictable way. Now, if you get on an elevator today, everyone does what? They pull out their phones. Watch what they do when they pull out their phones, because I watch. They unlock the phone, they kind of just stare at it, do nothing, and then as they're getting off the elevator, they lock the phone. That discomfort of being alone in a box with others is too much. And so what I do is, I get on the elevator first, and I say, what floor would you like? And I push the button for them. And when everybody's in, I say, that will be $10 each. And people laugh. Somebody says, you should have told us that before we got on. But guess what? The phones don't come out. They stay pocketed. Conversations happen. And when every single one of those people steps off the elevator, they say, "Thank you," or "Have a nice day." What are they thanking me for? Levity is a selfish gift. It has gotten me upgrades on flights, discounts when shopping, and even allowed me to walk away with that orange juice that TSA found in my bag. But most importantly, it has helped me build connections that have compounded in meaningful ways. Life coupon number 2, and this one's tough. There are no bad things, only good things in disguise. Now, this might sound a little crazy, but this principle has absolutely changed my life. Certainly, some of you are thinking, they're bad things. Yes, of course, you're right, they're bad things. But a shift in your perspective can change how you experience that bad thing. And I know this coupon may land very hard for some of you, especially if you're going through something bad. It may feel a little invalidating. I get that. But here's what I'd ask you. Listen to these stories and decide whether I have the right to give you this advice. So I was born in Ghana, West Africa. And the most striking memory of my childhood happened when I was 8 years old. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was having fevers, I was having chills, and I was vomiting in school. So they sent me home, and my parents took me to the pediatrician. Here's a test. If you have a fever and you are vomiting in West Africa, there's one diagnosis and one diagnosis only. On the count of 3, what is it? 1, 2, 3, malaria. Guess what I did not have? Malaria. I had rheumatic fever, and they were treating me for malaria, so I had this really protracted course. I got admitted to the hospital for 3 months. And it wasn't a hospital like you all have trained in. It was just a big room with a bunch of kids with tiny little beds in this one room. Our day started with an ice-cold bath, and at 6 a.m., you got a shot of penicillin V. I still remember the squeaky wheel of the nurse wheeling the cart down the road, down the hallways filled with needles and syringes. And as an 8-year-old, I thought that was very bad, a very bad thing. But one of the things that got me through this period were books. My parents used to bring me all these books. They insisted I did homework, which again seemed like another bad thing, but I did homework. They brought me these books. I started reading these fictional books, Brer Rabbit and folk tales, and I was the only kid who had books. And all the other kids would gather around my bed, and I would read to them, and the nurses nicknamed me the little professor. And so my books got me through this very bad experience, and I went back to school and ended up at the top of the class. I was doing more homework and reading more than anybody else. And so was this bad? Or was it a good thing in disguise? Well, as I reflect on that time, I think that was a good experience. It was a good experience because it brought me this lifelong learning value that continues today. I go through a couple of books every week. And like you, next week, I will be graduating from MIT with my MBA, my Master's in Business Arrogance degree. And that's largely because of this value of lifelong learning that started when I was 8 years old in that hospital in Ghana. Every bad thing you encounter may be a gift in disguise. This lens really has helped me cope with many things. Fast forward, I've been out of the hospital for a year. My family moved from Ghana to Barbados. And after finishing high school in Barbados, I went to Johns Hopkins for my undergrad and then Northwestern for medical school. At the end of medical school, like where you all are, my dream was to become a urologist. Match day arrives, we get our envelopes, I open up my envelope, and guess who didn't match anywhere? Yours truly. Very, very bad. So I signed up for a transitional year in general surgery at Northwestern in Chicago, and during that year, I was out on a typical Chicago spring day, 12 inches of snow on the ground, minus 20 degrees, and I was shivering so much I didn't realize that I dropped my driver's license in the snow. The next day, I realized I didn't have my driver's license. I go to the DMV, I get a new one. 3 months later, I get a call from a police officer. Hey, I just arrested this kid. He gave us your driver's license. We ran his prints. We know it's not you. I'm going to send it back to you. I said, I've got a new driver's license. He's like, I'm going to destroy it. I'm like, great, we're done. That's one thing I can cross off my list. Well, I'm in this year of general surgery, and hooray, I get a spot in urology. There's just, my dream's it's gonna happen, just maybe a year later. But there's one caveat. The caveat was I needed to go back to sunny Barbados, take a tropical vacation to get my visa renewed to start this urology residency. I'm like, no problem, man, I'm good. So I get to Barbados, I apply for this visa, and my visa is rejected. Now, I have $300,000 in debt, I've not completed my residency, and I have no way of finishing my training. So it takes me 6 months to figure this out. Well, that kid who was arrested with my ID was a drug dealer. And now I had drug trafficking on my permanent record. Eventually, I get that figured out. I come back to the US, and guess what? That dream, that urology spot, is gone. The dream was over. I couldn't believe this drug dealing kid who stole my ID cost me my dream residency. I waited a year for this. I had a friend who was at Downstate Medical Center who said, why don't you reach out and see if there's anything else you'd be interested in? I said, maybe anesthesiology. So I called. They said, come for an interview. I interviewed. At the end of the interview, they're like, you got the job. And that's how I became an anesthesia resident. And that has led to a tremendous journey for me in anesthesiology. Residency at Downstate, chief resident, fellow at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, chair of the Pediatric Difficult Intubation Collaborative, executive vice chair at Boston Children's, chair of the department at CHOP, president-elect for the Society of Pediatric Anesthesia, and the next president of the American Board of Anesthesiology. Was that failure to match? And I'm sure there's somebody who didn't match. Was that failure to match and the loss of my urology residency a bad thing, or did it lead me in an amazing direction? There are no bad things, just good things waiting to reveal themselves. Class of 2025, you'll face a lot of bad things in your career. Try the framing of no bad things. See if it shifts your perspective in some way. See if it allows you to cope a little better. Now, I know some of you are thinking, this coupon is a hard pill to swallow. Well, I can agree with that. There was another moment in my life that really tested this coupon for me. It was September 11th, 2010. We all remember September 11th, 2001. But I remember September 11th, 2010 as well, because that was the day my wife and I lost our daughter, Kelly Rose. I didn't know what was going to happen. It was one of the lowest points in my life. But hear me when I say this. I got gifts from that too. I discovered a mindfulness practice that helped me cope during that time. That practice has propelled me further to achieve more than I ever thought was possible. Class of 2025, if you haven't had hard things happen to you, I'm sorry, but I promise you it's coming your way. And it's up to you what you take away from that experience. So last week I met a nurse and we were chatting and she made me challenge this coupon a little bit. She said she had a heart attack after she got COVID. That led her to get divorced. Her son ended up chronically on a ventilator because he got COVID from her. He's still ventilated. So I told her about this no bad things coupon thing that I was going to share with you all. And I said, you really had bad stuff happen to you. And she cuts me off. And she starts rattling off all the good things that had come from her experiences. There are no bad things. When bad things happen, it's natural to be thrown off. However, there's still choices you can make. They may be hard to see, but you are no less powerful in those moments. Coupon number 3. The obstacle is the way. This final concept I want to share with you is one I came across in one of the many books that I was reading in my lifelong journey, which is that obstacles and adversity are really important. They are the ways to actual thriving. And this book came at a time when my research was firing on all cylinders. We had created this collaborative. We were publishing these landmark papers. We were changing how we take care of children. And people started pushing me towards leadership. And reluctantly, I stepped forward and I started looking at some leadership opportunities. And this opportunity that came up at Boston Children's to be the executive vice chair. And I was like, you know what? I'm very comfortable where I am. I'm not sure I want to do this. The kids would have to move schools. We didn't have family there. What if I fail? Things are just fine here at CHOP. And I was reading this book around that time, and the book had a picture of a bubble. And in the bubble was a stick figure. And outside the bubble was this wall. And on the wall was written anxiety, stress, fear. And the book said many of us step outside of our bubble. We see that wall and it's like, no, you know what? I'm good right here. But what the book said was if you step through that wall, on the other side is infinite potential. It's a pot of gold. And most of us never get there because we stay in our comfort zone. Now, I'm not saying go do crazy things. Like if you see a bear, you run. Don't step towards discomfort because a bear will kill you. But the idea that things that make us uncomfortable sometimes may be the path to infinite potential. When I read this, I said, all right, we're going to Boston. We went to Boston, and there truly was a pot of gold there. All the relationships I built, the people I connected with, the ability to continue my lifelong learning journey at MIT. And then I had another opportunity of discomfort to come back to Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, this time as a chair. And again, I stepped through that bubble. Class of 2025, you will face walls of discomfort and challenge and disappointment. And when you do, don't just tap the wall. Don't just lean on it. Break through it. Your greatest growth is awaiting on the other side. So today, as you walk across this stage into a future that will sometimes dazzle you, it will sometimes humble you. Sometimes you're going to be the big dog, and sometimes you're going to be the fire hydrant. Remember these coupons. Be selfish by being selfless. See bad things for what they truly are. Good things just waiting to reveal themselves. And when fear presses in and obstacles block your path, step forward anyway. You're not just stepping into healthcare careers, you're stepping into lives of impact, leadership, and healing. The world needs you, all of you, your courage, your compassion, your brilliance. Congratulations, class of 2025. Now go out there, find your CR2032 batteries, and collect all your coupons. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful, truly wonderful address, Dr. Fiajo. Now I invite President Wente to present the honorary degree for conferral to Dr. Fiajo.
Will Dr. John Fiajo please come forward to be recognized? for honoring pro humanitate values through his international efforts to advance best practices in airway management, and for his extensive research that has set new global standards in pediatric anesthesiology, Dr. John Fiaggio is recommended for the honorary degree of Doctor of Science. And upon the recommendation of the University Senate, and with the approval of the Board of Trustees, I confer upon you, Dr. John Fiaggio, the degree Doctor of Science, honoris causa, and I now ask Dean Ebony Boulware to invest you with the university's hood. Congratulations.
I'd now like to introduce Ensign McKenna Gallagher, a fourth-year United States Navy medical student in the Health Professions Scholarship Program. She will MC the administration of the oath of office.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're pleased all of you could join us as we recognize Second Lieutenant Kelsey Healy and Second Lieutenant Oliver Whittington. I would like to ask these students to line up across the front at this time. Dr. John Sanders will officiate today's ceremony. Dr. Sanders is a professor of medicine and chief of the section of infectious diseases at Wake Forest University School of Medicine and is a retired Navy captain. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. John Sanders.
Distinguished faculty, proud families, honored guests, and most importantly, our graduates before us today, good afternoon. By choosing to become physicians, we've all committed ourselves to a life of service to our patients and our communities. Today, we also recognize two of your classmates who have answered an additional call to serve our nation as members of the U.S. military. It is a profound honor to represent your many faculty who have served or who are still serving as we commission these graduates into the service of our country. Second Lieutenant Healy, Second Lieutenant Whittington, as military medical officers, you are joining a proud legacy. Military medicine has long been at the forefront of innovation in advancing trauma care, infectious disease response, rehabilitation, and many other areas of medicine in ways that have saved lives both on the battlefield and here at home. Medical officers often practice under extraordinary conditions, delivering care in austere environments, balancing clinical decisions with mission readiness, and providing comfort to those who have borne the burden of sacrifice. You now become part of that tradition, one of courage, excellence, and service. We thank you for your willingness to serve. May you lead with wisdom and never forget why you chose both the white coat and the uniform. Congratulations, officers.
Attention to orders. The President of the United States, acting upon the recommendation of the Secretaries of the United States Air Force and the United States Army, have placed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, integrity, and abilities of Second Lieutenant Kelsey Healy and Second Lieutenant Oliver Whittington. In view of these special qualities and their demonstrated potential to serve in their respective medical departments, Second Lieutenant Healy will be promoted to the grade of Captain, Medical Corps, United States Army, and Second Lieutenant Whittington will be promoted to the grade of Captain, Medical Corps, United States Air Force. Dr. Sanders will now administer the oath of office. If there are any active, reserve, or retired military members in the audience, please stand for the oath of office.
Please repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations.
Would the family members please come forward and put on the officer's new rank? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Captain Healy, Medical Corps, United States Army, and Captain Whittington, Medical Corps, United States Air Force. This concludes the promotion ceremony. I would like to invite to the podium Dr. Roy Stroud. Dr. Stroud is the Vice Dean of Undergraduate Medical Education here at Wake Forest University School of Medicine.
Good afternoon, graduates, families, guests. It is my great honor to be able to transition us to the main event, the conferral of degrees, the presentation of our candidates, and the hooding of the class of 2025. I will start with a few brief background comments about the importance of the hood and then present this year's 4 faculty hooders. Candidates for and holders of master's and doctor's degree wear hoods over their robes. The hood symbolizes a heavy burden. The hood identifies the level of the degree, the field of learning, and the institution, she's really excited too, for which awards it. The color of the trim declares the major field of learning. It's forest green for medicine. The colors that line the hood identify the university awarding the degree, the black and gold for good Wake Forest. In addition to being really difficult to place, the hood signifies many things. Among these is the commitment to lifelong learning, scholarship, and academic engagement. Medicine is a tremendously rewarding field that is constantly changing. Over your lifetime, there will be new advances, new treatments, new discoveries, new approaches to delivering care to your patients. At the end of some days, it will feel like a heavy burden. It will require a commitment to learning, studying, and delivering the latest advances and most up-to-date care. You will burn the midnight oil, but it will be a unique privilege. And as a Wake Forest graduate, your pursuit of patient-centered care will be a driving force for your future. Congratulations on this tremendous accomplishment. This year, we will be having 4 faculty hood our graduates, 2 from the Winston-Salem campus, 2 from the Charlotte campus. This update to our hooding practice began when students expressed the desire to select faculty for this important moment in their lives, and it is a tremendous honor for the faculty, and I'd like to introduce the 4 hooders for this year. The first is Dr. Cindy Burns. Dr. Burns is the driving force in clinical education for our Winston-Salem campus, making the magic of clinical training happen for our 3rd and 4th years. She's a member of the Gold Honor Society, AOA, has been recognized with numerous teaching and service awards. Dr. Burns is a dedicated medical educator, devoted mentor, and unfailing student advocate. Our second is Dr. Amish Shah from the Charlotte campus. Dr. Shah is the guru of student affairs for the Charlotte campus. If he's not treating kids in the Children's Hospital, he's meeting with, advising, supporting, helping students on the campus to navigate the complexities of medical school. His passion and commitment to mentorship and teaching has been recognized through numerous awards, throughout residency fellowship, and as a faculty member. Our third hooder today is Dr. Brandon Stacy from the Winston-Salem campus. He is a stalwart of pre-clerkship cardiology curriculum on the Winston campus. He continues to invest a significant proportion of his time to mentoring and developing medical students. Dr. Stacy is the beating heart of second-year training, pun intended, thank you. And he also serves as cardiology consultation clerkship director for the 4th-year students. He brings joy to reading of EKGs and is second to none. And lastly, Dr. Kathy Wares from our Charlotte campus is the anchor of clinical education at the Charlotte campus. When she's not caring for patients in the emergency department, she is a trusted guide for students navigating their clinical years, providing support and insight and expertise at every stage. Her steady leadership, thoughtful mentorship, and passion for teaching at the bedside and in the simulation space have earned her numerous awards and honors from students. We're thrilled to have these phenomenal 4 faculty members play a critical role in today's hooding ceremony. And now I'd like to invite Dr. Darrell Rosenbaum, our Senior Associate Dean of Admissions, to read the names of our candidates for graduation.
Class of 2025, it was a privilege to be there at the start of your journey here at the School of Medicine, and it is an absolute honor to be able to announce your names today. Never any doubts, right? Just a little bit of logistics. We're going to have the candidates come up, receive their hood. That'd be a great time to celebrate and applaud as much as you'd like. After the candidate receives their hood, they'll come across the stage. That would be a good time for me to announce the next candidate in line. And now for our first candidate, Taylor Abu Haif. Alexandria Sloan Adams. Yafa Badi Ali. Sameh Walid El Musa. Rebecca Kane Amato. Mary Britton Anderson. Ulysses Hugo Ball, Jr. John Michael Badir. Emily Frances Banks. Emily Thompson Barr. Caleb Berku. Amir Andrew Bigleri. Gugana Bora. Nicholas Ryan Branzer. Ashley Brooker. Harris Cannon. Blair Madison Carnes. Rachel Ann Carrasquillo. Priyanka Chandrasekhar. Pin Yu Chen. Queena Chen. Crescentia Cho. Lee Clark. Alyssa Tiano Colombo. Madison Reed Cohn. Isabella Cornea. Heather Michelle Cuzzy. Amelia Davidson. William Thomas Delk. Emily Quay Tom Dellett. Blake Taylor Dunson. Walter Scott Dionisio Dewey. Frank Alfred D. Annie Elander. Adriana Elashker. Kirsten Fernando. Maya Elena Fisher. Madeline Fram. Hannah Yosh Gantz. Spencer Giglio. Latanya Jalaya Gordon. Tarek Hagee. Myra Huck. Mac Haravian. Sebastian Stone Hernandez. Samen Hyuri. Claire Jacqueline Hoffman. Michelle Xia. Harrison Huang. Alexandra Catherine Hewitt Hudson. Daniel Innes. Karina Farhad Irani. Anuj Jawala. Chewan Tiffany Jung. Nikita Jonah. Samantha Paige Carklins. Alec Keegan. Ryan Kelly. Andrew Christian Khalil. Asad Ali Khan. Daniel Ray Kirk. Spencer Thomas Kitchen Rojo. Kelson Kobayashi. Elizabeth Wren Koselniak. Maria Kirkovsky. Joey Samantha Kurtzman. Thea Alexandra Lance. Alexis Amani Lamone. Justine Mary LeVake. Caitlin D. Lee. Lindsay Marie Lill. Michael Edward Lemia. Hong Sheng Liu. Robin Haley Westervelt Mabry. Abson Madola. Yannick Nicola Madimir. Catherine Elizabeth Melissi. Tommy Whidden Mason. Haley Jaron McAlpin. Madison Schmidt McCarthy. Hudson McKinney. Cameron Ariel Means. Sydney Allen Means. Ang Ray Miller. Caroline Alyssa Minnick. Alexandra Manetti. William Frederick Montgomery. Samuel Evan Morgan. Maeve Murray. Sarah Neely. Jacob Aaron Pincus Niebler. Laura Palmer. Lindsay Elizabeth Palmquist. Nihir Parikh. Sarah Danielle Pennypacker. Rachel Perez. Taylor Ellen Portland. Hadley Walsh Wrestler. Emily Ann Wrestler. McCrae Coletti Robertson. Zoe Ann Victoria Robertson. Emily Helen Swigard Roebuck. Ashlyn Diane Sanders. Christian Andre Sangio. Ali Suchme. Jack Savino. Heidi Joy Farrow Sheevy. Ashley Dylan Stockstill Scott. Reina Segovia Molina. Shaylee Chaitan Shah. Kevin Alexander Soltani. Jessica Marie Souza. Andrew Stotka. Kate Sesniak. Ro Tekla. Caroline Megan Thomas. Kyler Thomas. Evan Truss. Richard Villa. Emily Isabel Vinogradsky. Emma Catherine Vivlamore. Tony Watchnick. Elias Emil Wabe. Isra Nadim Waji. Nathaniel Walcott. Sean K. Wang. Parker Champlin Waugh. Cullen James Westerfield. Mackenzie Needham Whitmore. Cameron Williamson. Caitlin Wingler. Mei Kim Wong. Morgan Childress Winveen. Morgan Taylor Yapundich. Timothy Yin. Ethan David Yohannan. Keyoung Min Yu. Grace Yuha. Kelsey Healy. Oliver Mixon Whittington. It's not official yet. I'd like to invite Dean Boulware back to the podium.
I ask President Susan Wente to please join me for the conferral of degrees. Will the 2025 candidates for degree Doctor of Medicine please stand? President Wente, it is with pleasure that I present them to you on behalf of the faculty of the School of Medicine for the conferral of their degree.
By virtue of the authority granted to me by the Board of Trustees and upon the recommendation of Dean Boulware and faculty of the School of Medicine, and upon successful completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Medicine. Congratulations!
It is official. It is official now. Please welcome Dr. Johnny Ford, class of 1983, president of the Medical Alumni Association, to lead us in the physician's oath.
Good afternoon, and what a beautiful day for such a momentous occasion, guys. You deserve it. Really. As for the family and whatnot, we're coming down the home stretch, guys, and so we'll make this as painless as possible. At this time, I invite our students, as well as all physicians with us today, to please stand. That's right, all you docs, you know, I mean, come on, give yourself in. Now, in unison, we'll recite the physician's oath, which can be found in your program on the inside front cover. Ready? Now being admitted to the profession of medicine, you may be seated. Again, congratulations. And on behalf of more than 12,000 MDs and House staff alumni, I welcome you, our newest additions to the Medical Alumni Association of Wake Forest University. Thank you.
Class of 2025, as you step into your roles as physicians, I want to leave you with an essential reminder. Medicine is not just about knowledge and technical skill. It's about human connection. As you take on the incredible responsibility of healing, always remember to treat your patients and their families with the same care and dignity you would want your own loved ones, your mother, your father, your siblings, or your best friend in that same way, with that same care of compassion and humanity. In the words of legendary Maya Angelou, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Let this be your guiding principle as you care for your patients. Your knowledge and skill will heal, but it's your compassion, your empathy, and your humanity that will leave the most lasting impact. You are ready, you are capable, and you are exactly what the future of medicine needs. On behalf of our faculty, staff, and the entire Wake Forest University School of Medicine community, congratulations, class of 2025. We are incredibly proud of you. Now, to close us with a prayer of benediction, I now welcome to the podium Reverend Dr. George Banks, pastor of Guller Memorial AME Zion Church.
Congratulations to the class of 2025. That sounds good, doesn't it? Let us bow our heads in prayer. Gracious Creator, the great physician of the universe, we are grateful today for these students who have successfully sojourned through their medical school education and have arrived at this seminal moment in their lives. We join the great cloud of witnesses, family, faculty, and staff, and friends as we celebrate these new doctors. Please bless them and watch over them as you grace them to provide unparalleled care to the patients under their watch with compassion and professionalism. Comfort and strengthen them through life's inevitable trials and tribulations. Always keep afresh in their minds the sacred oath they vowed today before you and this body. We give thanks again to the families and faculty and staff who have supported them through these years of training. Cover us all as we depart this place. This is our humble prayer. Yes.